Yeah, hello, madam. Yeah, now is it okay?
Yeah, now you are
Yeah,
see you.
hello, hope you are fine there.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
So am I. Hope all the viewers are also fine out there.
Yes, yes, yes. Now your see we'll start as the video is in your side. So
Yeah,
I'll start as soon as possible the questions.
yeah, sure. We can start the conversation.
Okay. So first one is, can yoga and Ayurveda work together to maintain health of an individual?
Very good question to start up with. Surely, I think yoga and Ayurveda, both being a traditional Indian sciences, are working great since ages. And there is no doubt that they both can work together for the prosperity and for a better health of an individual. As you know, the most complex structure on this planet can nothing else but the human body. And these two sciences had worked like a magic since ages, not just for a decade or a centuries, but I would say more than that. There were lot many of those who were working since ages in this particular field of yoga. Initially, there were rishis, munis, they used to treat the things in their own ways. Then it came to the generations, upcoming generations. And now there it is, grassroots is very, very deep inside in the human tradition. As being a practicing doctor, Ayurved practitioner since last 10 years, I had gone through various places in India where I had seen people follow this Ayurveda and yoga very richly and by heart in their lifestyle. So it's not just like a person getting ill and coming to a doctor and then getting cured and the things are done. Yoga and Ayurveda both work first on the better part of an health, that is staying healthy. Ayurveda says that swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, and then comes aturasya vikar prashamanam. That means first we have to work out on the health of an individual, and then we are going to worry about getting ill and then treating it later on. So that's where, and also I believe yoga also says the same thing. When body comes to picture, we work more with the help of Ayurveda, but where mind comes to picture, surely there is no alternative than yogic sciences and meditations. So for the grassroots part or for the base of an health, we need Ayurveda and yoga at the most. Like it may be Ashtang Yoga, it might be various other parts from Ayurveda where we had seen Ashtang Ayurveda as well. So even there are similarities in the numbers as well. There are Ashtang Yogas, we all are aware of that Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. These are 8 angas of yoga. Whereas Ashtang Ayurveda, there is Kai, Bal, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Drashta, Jara, Vrushan. So these are the 8 branches of Ayurveda which are working equally on body and mind of an individual and various aspects of health as well. So these are the few things where Ayurveda and yoga works in synchronization with both of them.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So second one is, how can yoga and Ayurveda work on fighting communicable diseases?
Okay, so once we are aware about the natural aspects of health and other parameters where we are working to maintain the health, if there is any kind of issue taking place in particular segments where there is not proper health of an individual and it is converted to a disease state, then Ayurveda plays a role for curing it. But again, for a particular background where there is a communicable diseases are known for, they are available in the environment. And as you all know that it can happen to anybody or nobody. It depends on a personal phenomena as well. For example, right now we are going to a phase of COVID-19. So we all are aware that a virus called coronavirus, which is spreading all over. So it's not like if it is in the air and thousands of people are, I would say, exposed to the virus. Not all thousand of them can get diseased and converted into a clinical case. There might be some, who are getting converted to a clinical case. There are some who are not getting converted into clinical stage and they are just a non-symptomatic carrier. And there are some who are not even affected with any of these invasions. So their body immunity plays a very important role. And this happens with all kind of communicable diseases, whichever it may be. If we have a proper immunity, then there is no issues related to any of the virus. Today it is corona, day before yesterday there was TB, malaria, various other communicable diseases, even AIDS, I would say, at times is causing lot of deaths over there with the communicable disease part. Tomorrow there will be something new. We don't know the nomenclature of a virus, but the system remains the same, pathology remains the same. And here, with the good proper immune mechanism of a body, making body enriched with rasayan medications and other proper immunomodulators which can enhance the immunity, boost the immunity, Ayurveda, and with the help of Ayurveda and yoga, we can say meditation, asanas, a proper set of asanas done with proper yam and niyam will surely bring good posture in role, and with prana ayama, so increase the ayam of a pran, which helps in controlling the breathing habits. And as you know, right now the COVID-19 is spread through droplet infection, I would say through nostrils, so within a breathing space. So if I can control my breaths in a proper way, I can do it in a proper way, in a proper scientific way, which is taught by the experts like you or those in the field. They can surely make the things more and more proper. So these can help us in proper ways to tackle the situations, I would suggest. So that can
Nice,
play a
nice.
very important role in building the immunity, I would say. The answer to this particular thing may not be a vaccine, may not be a particular remedy or a medicine naming XYZ, which will surely treat the disease. But yes, immunity, 110%, it will surely defend you from getting infected and turning into a disease state. So this is surely going to play an important role.
Okay, good. Nice information. And the last one is, how can yoga and Ayurveda work on kids?
Again, a very good question from your end. For kids being a next generation of our society, we surely have to think on them as well. So if proper habits are indulged in them in the early age, there are less chances of them getting into wrong things, getting exposed to the wrong things, which can cause a disease in the later stage. So that's why if we build up in a proper ways in the immune system, their body mechanisms, we train them in particular ways, they have a good and fit body, good and fine defense mechanism which can help them to fight with the various disease conditions. So they can surely be working out, and that can be seen as an investment as well, because these young kids are going to be a future of tomorrow's generation, and they will be one of a big stakeholders for our country as well. If they have a good body and a stable mind which can sort out good and bad, and they can work out in a proper ways in these particular things, that will surely be a good I can say output from this. And kids, I would always suggest that yes, they should be a prime factor to consider. They can't be just neglected because they are not just adding up to the economy or adding up to any particular segment. Surely they will be doing it in a later stage. And yeah, meditation, yoga, that will surely help them to make their mind more and more stable. Because see, being in a medical field since now 8 to 10 years, I had seen so many cases where they have a good and proper physique, but their mind is so much disturbed, stress levels are so high, almost in all age groups, that they can't just choose the particular proper right thing, and they can't just end up in a right way. So yeah, to train these small childs in a particular direction which is going to help them to work out in the later stage will surely help us. So I think
Okay.
that can be a great asset for us if we are working with yoga and Ayurveda together on the upbringing of the school children at the school levels, at community health levels, or various other stages. So we can boost up these particular things. I don't know what is a platform here to speak up, but yeah, there should be some governing agencies which should add up these courses or these at least nomenclatures regarding Ayurveda and yoga in the basic school context, so that the peoples are familiar with the words, terminal. Because what happens, half of the age group is not even aware about what does yam and niyams are all about, and they are directly reflecting to asanas as yoga. That is just a branch of yoga. This is not a full form of yoga, or this is not just the only part of yoga. Breathing with the technique, sitting in particular asana is just a dimension of yoga. So to know the wider aspects and the complete dimension, they have to understand that things right from the early age group. Like we have biology, we have physics, we have maths in our school days. So we are aware of additions, multiplications, or certain animals. These are zoologies, these are botanies. So we are aware of the terms. So that doesn't make a very big thing when we go to our 12 plus patterns and choose our fields. But that is not the same thing with yoga and Ayurveda. So surely I would say that more and more group of kids involved in this particular segment will surely bring some good future in upcoming days.
Very nice, very nice, very nice thought and very nice information. You have such a nice knowledge on this. Thank you so much for today's small session with us with so much more important tips with it. And
Yeah,
as the session is in your video, I would like to say that this doctor is very nice and he is from Navi
thank
Mumbai.
you.
He was my colleague, old colleague, and you know, nice, good, and happy to connect you again. So thank
Surely
you.
we will work on the broader aspects in the later conversations.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay, thank you so
So
much for
on a
joining us.
brighter note, yeah, on the brighter note, I would say all of you to stay healthy, stay safe, and take care of yourself and your families as well in this pandemic. Thank
Same
you.
here, same.
Yeah,
Thank
have a
you.
good day.